Top lineup is back, baby.
Ayo. Ayo.
Episode number 51.
Hell yeah.
It's another Soto and Juan episode. We've gotten
been a while.
some messages. People love the interviews, but they want us.
They want our opinion, I guess.
We got to give the people what they want.
Yeah. Gets the people going.
Yeah. Nobody knows what it means.
But it's provocative.
So we're back. It's us.
Yes.
Few updates, few things to talk about.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna adjust my camera too, so I can get this little lacy baseball shirt.
We gotta rep a little bit.
Gotta rep a little bit.
We're not sponsored, but
not sponsored.
News today out of Miami. I actually really like this.
Yeah.
Derek Jeter has stepped down as CEO of the Miami Marlins. Thoughts?
Hey, winners win. You know what I mean? Winners win. And Jeter's like, hey, you guys don't want to win, then I'm not going to be here. So I kind of like this. Some people might not appreciate what he did, but hey, the man comes in, right? He's setting goals. He's saying, hey, like, this is what we want. This is what we should do. This is how we're going to do it. And if there's not alignment, then it happens. I mean, if it's not aligned with his vision, then why not? You know? So I am giving this man a lot of respect, especially considering all this BS with owners and things like right now. I don't know. I just feel I have a little bit more respect for Derek Jeter. And that's, I mean, I already had a lot of respect for him, right? But it's oh God, come on.
Just kidding.
But yeah, no, I like this move. Good for him.
I think there's more than what was announced. I feel like we're missing something.
Come on. I mean, when CEOs resign, right?
There's something.
Leaders, there's something there, right?
And I don't mean, I want to emphasize, I don't mean like he was part of a scandal. That's not what I mean. Because when CEOs step down nowadays, it's usually scandal.
Yeah, that is true.
That's not what I think. What I think, who knows? Do you think this lockout has anything to do with it? Because I kind of do.
I think so. This is something that I thought about, and I would imagine he's having a lot of conversations, and I'm not sure if every owner is an actual baseball fan or they're just doing it because they saw it as an investment or right. I feel like obviously he's a baseball player, right? He's in it. And I feel like, yeah, he probably disagreed with some of the things and things aren't moving around. And I mean, he's losing money, right? He's losing money by the day with all this. So yeah, I think this lockout had some of it. And I think he's, deep down inside, he's for the players, so.
Definitely. This is interesting. I think there's a lot to dissect here, but players around the league are tipping their cap.
So there's something behind that then, right? Like, why would you, like, obviously he's like, hey, the statement was, hey, they don't want to win. Fine, I'm leaving, right? But it was just interesting that the players are like, hey, tipping your cap, but why though? Like, why? Just because they don't want to win? Like that? There's more to it. There has to be.
Well, and that's the whole thing, and we'll get into the lockout here in a little bit, but a big part of the lockout of what players want is they want incentive to win because there's so much incentive to lose right now. And players are tired of it. Every year it's the same teams over and over again. And then one or two will swap out for 4 years. And then one or two will swap. It's just the fucking same cycle over and over again. And so Derek Jeter wants to win. He doesn't want to, suck for luck, right? Like the Colts. But he wants to win, and players appreciate that. There's a lot of cool tweets, a lot of cool players giving kudos. My favorite, Miguel Rojas, player on the damn Miami Marlins, was giving kudos. And that, I mean, Miguel Rojas is one of the cornerstones of the team. I mean, I know he's not like a huge superstar player, but he's he's on the team. He contributes. He's not just like a whatever type guy. So, if I don't want to call him their star, but for lack of better terms,
he's the Brandon Belt. He's the Brandon Belt to the Marlins. He's kind of like their rock, So
yeah, definitely. They need him, basically. He's part of the team. And for him to tweet that is like, you're pissing off more than just Derek Jeter.
Yes.
You're pissing off your players. I mean, they have a killer pitching staff, and you think about it, you add some bats to that team could do some damage. But this gets into the lockout, right? If teams aren't willing to spend, then who cares? It is what it is at this point.
That's true.
I want to shout this out. So on December 8th of 2017, one of the people that we follow, Gabrielle, her Twitter is @GF Star with 2 R's 1. She's pretty good. She has good baseball content. She founded Girl at the Game. She does some writing, she does some hosting, all that great stuff. But she posted a tweet back in December of 2017, said, Derek Jeter, a conspiracy timeline. So number 1, retire. Number 2, buy the Marlins. Number 3, trade Giancarlo Stanton to the Yankees.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, sell shares of the Marlins. Number 5, become king of the next Yankees dynasty. Does Derek Jeter find a job back in the Bronx?
I think so.
I think so too.
I think
so too. But this is amazing.
This is perfect. This is the perfect time. This is the perfect time.
Found this, or not found this, but posted this freaking 5 years ago.
And what a time, right? The Yankees are like in a lull. They've been in a lull for a while. They're like gonna win. They're not gonna win. Why not have the captain just step in and say, "Hey, I'm back.
I'm back." Ooh,
love that.
Not even a big Derek Jeter fan, but I
want to see
that
it.
tickles my bones.
I want to see it. I want to see it some way, somehow. I want to see something.
I would love to see him as a manager.
I
don't think he wants to go that route, but
I don't think so.
I'd love to see it.
He's just gonna go out in the field. He's like, "Fuck you, I'll go play short."
Better than you.
Yeah.
Gleyber Torres would shit his pants.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, college baseball is still around.
Yes.
There's still baseball out there. Just an FYI. Just because MLB's locked out.
Exactly, dude. This is the thing, is that people were hyping up Division I baseball, right? Because it's televised, but JUCO was going on for like 2 weeks before that, right? And like people don't realize that, and that's something that I hope people listening to this understand. This is that we are baseball fans first, right? So we're not Major League Baseball fans first. We're not a Dodgers fan first or Giants fan. We are baseball fans first, meaning any type of baseball that is on television or whenever we're out and can watch baseball, we will do that and enjoy it because we are enthusiasts. We love baseball. Understand that there's so many different levels of baseball, and it's all exciting in its own way. Take the opportunity to watch a game that is not Major League Baseball, and you'll actually realize that it's pretty fun to watch. Those college games are fun.
Yeah, start at the college level. If you don't know where to start, put on a college game. I guarantee you will be entertained.
The environment, the chirping, I mean, just everything, dude. I mean, I went to Chabot, right? Chabot College here in Hayward. They're chirping, bro. They're the energy is there. It's fun to watch.
Video from the outfield, you can hear the dugout.
Dude, it's
Love
freaking
that.
Crazy, right? Like, oh, that gets me excited,
Right.
And dude, I just missed it, but there was right when I was about to record, kid hits a home run. And I mean, they just go ballistic, and it's like, fuck.
So let's touch on that.
Yeah.
Soto is by far the worst recorder.
Yes.
When it comes to recording videos on his phone, he either does it too early, does it too late.
Oh my God.
It doesn't matter what Soto's trying to record, he fucks it up.
Yep.
So we went to a Stanford game. What, a week ago?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. I think a week ago, about a week ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Cal State Fullerton at Stanford, and Soto is recording.
Time out before that even happens. I'm like, dude, I think this kid's gonna go deep, right? That was like, hey,
true story.
This kid is gonna go deep today, right?
True story. Remind me of his name. I'm blanking.
Braden Montgomery. Don't forget that freaking name.
Yeah.
Okay, he's a freshman, a switch hitter, and he pitches. And this kid, I mean, he was, I think, #1 ranked player in Mississippi. Yep. So based off of Perfect Game, their rankings. So yeah, continue with the story, right? Oh God.
So Soto says this. I'm like, yeah, and he looks pretty cool, right? He has a Ken Griffey Jr. batting stance when he's hitting lefty. Yep. So it's like, ooh, he looks good in a uniform, right? So Soto says this and proceeds to record the at bat. And I don't remember. Does he
struck out?
Walked? Oh, he struck out. Okay. Excuse me. So he strikes out. The next at bat, he comes up. Soto doesn't pull out his phone. He fucking parks one to center.
Left center, dude. That's
left center.
Crazy.
Correct. From batting lefty. And then his next at bat after that was even better. He took it to right field, and I mean he demolished this baseball. This baseball had a family, and he I didn't record it. I recorded his base hit. I was like, oh, cool, I got a base hit, and then comes up again, and then he tanks it. I'm like, and I didn't get it, and I'm like, damn it, dude, like what the hell? And I think the other thing was when Stanford was dancing, to I forgot what song it was. I was like, oh shit, let me record this. This might be like some cool content. Come to find out, it was great fucking content because people had a better angle and they was able to see them dance, and it went viral. I'm like, fuck. Like, we're in the video. So
we are. We actually are. We actually are.
We're blurry.
I'm like, dude, what the hell? Like, we have the eye, right? We have that. We could see it. But I need a GoPro or something on my head and just like let it. I'm gonna
charge my GoPro. We're gonna.
We need to.
We're gonna work on that GoPro thing.
Yeah, we need to.
Sitting somewhere collecting dust. But anyway,
long story short, these games are exciting. These games are exciting.
Yes, you talk about the Stanford thing. There's just great stuff going on, and I want to touch on something with college baseball. I'm gonna take a detour, so just follow me along for this. Okay. 1998. Okay, we're gonna go on a crazy detour. 1998, the year after the strike.
Okay.
Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire are coined for saving baseball. Right? The home run race, it just erased the strike. Baseball was fun again. It was amazing. We all know
steroids was cool, bro.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it still is. Just kidding. I'm going to present to you the newest Sammy Sosa, Mark McGwire.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
He's going to save baseball with the pop in his bat. Mr. Tommy White from NC State. Yeah. If you haven't seen the videos, you need to. The dude, that
looks
power.
He looks like he's a freaking senior, bro. He's a freshman.
He reminds me of Luke Voigt a lot. Just how when Luke Voigt demolishes a ball and that size and that build, Tommy White is a Luke Voigt.
Yeah.
And NC State,
they're good. It's a good baseball program.
Yeah.
And I'm curious to see like what his ratings were, right? Coming out of high school. Like what did that look like? What were did scouts even like major league scouts even like consider him, right? I want to look into that because this kid, he's got something special. And I'm excited to see if NC State's able to, make it to Omaha. Like that is going to be the platform. Like obviously now, right? Twitter or social media, everything is putting him on the map. But Omaha, bro, College World Series, like it'd be kind of cool to go to. Might not be able to, but like that's gonna put him on the map, bro. If he's able to continue to produce, like that is just gonna be it right there.
I would love an NC State Stanford.
That would be dude. Braden Montgomery just closing it out against him, bases loaded.
That gets me excited.
Hey, I mean, Stanford has some really good pitching. Actually.
Oh, they were good.
Just
I mean, they can hit too.
yes.
Dude,
I mean, Park, was it Park? I can't remember.
Yeah, Park.
Park, dude, lefty.
Eddie.
Eddie Park, dude,
Eddie
he's
Park
legit. I mean, he went
gets on
5 for 5.
base.
5 for 5, my guy. This dude
on base machine.
And not to mention, not to mention Brock Jones, who's going to get drafted this year, right?
Yeah,
like,
we didn't
let's
even
not
mention
talk
him.
about him.
Top
It's
10
kind
of prospect.
It's crazy, but yeah, I think Tommy White is the real deal. I think this is a good opportunity, especially with the things that are going on with Major League Baseball, and how ESPN is going to be televising more games. Like, this is a great opportunity for Tommy White and just all of college baseball to lead the way and just show, like, hey, like, we're here.
There's
and
fun
it's
stuff
exciting
out there. Ben Joyce.
Yeah.
His fastball, dude's throwing like 102, 103.
Yep.
Like with nothing. We got what is this other guy's
the
name?
lefty, the
lefty
Kershaw
that I just showed you.
Kershaw looking kid.
Hunter Barco.
Yeah.
From Florida, I believe.
Yeah. He's legit.
Dude, his windup looks just like Kershaw, and he comes out of the 3/4 slot. I mean, there's some talent out there, and there's always talent out there, but let's showcase it. Let's look into that. Let's enjoy that.
Exactly. And college, again, we're emphasizing it's fun, like the celebrations, right? The excitement. And this is one thing that, like, I've been seeing kind of lingering, is that, like, we're 50-50 in college baseball right now in terms of, like, the celebrations, right? It's like, hey, you're not even there. You're not big time yet. Like, you shouldn't be going crazy and things like that.
I'm for it.
Let them have fun.
The celebration.
Let them have fun. I mean, think about it, right? You got a linebacker in college. He makes a simple little tackle, right? But gets excited after it. Why can't a pitcher get pumped up after Kane, right? A pitcher has to make 3 attempts, right, to strike out a batter, right? 3 strikes. A football player, all he has to do is go ahead and try to tackle that dude. Like, why isn't a pitcher pumped up, right? Why are you shitting on that pitcher for getting pumped for striking out someone, right? It's a battle.
Strut.
It's a legit,
baby.
It's a legit battle. It's the same thing. Basketball players, right? They shoot a 3, do the little freaking Curry, right? 1 shot. A batter has to battle, right? They watch for a curveball, watch for a slider, fucking 103 mile per hour fastball coming at you, and then they tank it. And you're saying, no, don't celebrate that,
because you're in college.
Go run around the bags, and that's it. Because that's what the scouts are looking for. You know what the scouts are looking for? If you're a good teammate, they're looking for, they're also looking for your skill, right? Yeah, the celebrations you may look like a little dick, but hey, you know what? Tatis is celebrating. Jazz is celebrating.
There's a new wave, and I don't know if this is gonna go noticed or unnoticed. We want to talk about the lockout, and we want to talk about finances, right?
Yeah.
But look at the players that sell, right? Mike Trout's awesome. Do not get me wrong. The baseball nerds love Mike Trout.
I mean, his stuff sells, but
But does it sell as well as Tatis and his bat flip?
Ohtani, right? Ohtani, he could be a bit flashy. He could be a bit flashy too. You know what I mean?
The flashy sells. And if I present you 2 players that are equally as good, one's flashy and one keeps to himself, and you're trying to make money, because at the end of the day, baseball teams are also trying to make money while winning, you're going to pick the flashy one because his jersey is going to sell. Butts are going to be in those seats, right? It's just part of the game. Let it be. Let's celebrate.
Let it be. But
right?
Exactly. Seriously, like, let them have fun. Let them enjoy. Some of these kids are not even going to get to that next level. So why not let them celebrate? I'm not saying, doing a celebration, you're flipping off the team. There's a line. There's a line, right? But hey, pump up your team, right? Like, do something.
Flip that bat.
Exactly. There was one, I think it was Southern University, and everyone was talking about, the umpire like starts yelling at the batter so everything was good, right? Everything was cool until, and pretty much I would say 98%. 98% of that was fine until he waved goodbye to the other team. I think that's like, dude, you have to face that team again. Like they might give you an ear hole, and
your ribs are gonna hurt.
You can't be surprised on that. Like that's the thing is like, hey, don't celebrate with your team. Don't freaking throw in the other team's face.
My only defense to that is I don't know if there's a backstory. I don't know if there's shit talking during the game. We did comment on
that is true. We did comment. Someone was like, oh, like, you know, that wasn't cool. But then I was like, yeah, it wasn't cool, but we don't know the backstory. Maybe those guys were talking crap the whole game, right?
Because then I support it.
Hey,
then I support it. I don't know the backstory.
You sow. You reap what you sow.
Exactly.
So yeah, celebrations. Let the kids have fun. Let the kids have fun, and it's great content too, right? Hey, you guys want to see exciting baseball? It's those celebrations. It's the diving plays. It's the strikeouts. It's the struts. That's what gets you excited. You know.
That's it. That's what grows the game, right?
Yep. Exactly.
Let's change gears here. We're still in college baseball.
Yeah.
But let's talk about what's something that grinds my gears of college baseball. The wristbands.
Oh, yes.
The Vanderbilt watches.
Uh-huh.
And I will explain why it upsets me here in a second. But I want to hear your reaction first. What is your take? Are you okay with this? Do you like it? Catchers are wearing headsets. I don't know if people know that, but 90% of college catchers have a earpiece in their ear, and coaches calling the pitch from the dugout. What do you think?
You know, because I never had to deal with that, right? So this is like the old head coming in like, we don't need no wristbands, you know. But if you think about it, Austin Barnes, he uses a wristband when he's catching back there. You know, there are certain teams where the coach is actually calling every pitch. And I'm split, because if you think about it, in football, and obviously it's not football, right? Tom Brady, one of the greatest quarterback, or the greatest quarterback of all time, right, is being told plays, right? He's the greatest mind as a quarterback, right, in our lifetime, and is still being told what to do. And yeah, maybe he'll call an audible here and there, but it's that control, right? And I feel like these coaches have lived it, right? And there are times like, hey, like these coaches know what they're talking about. They're calling the right pitches, and that's great. I'm a bit torn with the pitcher. I don't think the pitcher needs that, right? Let the catcher relay it. Let the fielders have it too. I understand that, right? You need plays, but I feel like the pitcher doesn't necessarily need that. The catcher's calling it. The infielders know what's going on, right? I feel like they don't necessarily need to focus on here, like have that connection with your catcher. Trust your catcher, right? That's how you create that. So I like the wristbands because these kids are still developing, right? You're learning, and you'll have some opportunity if you get to the next level to think for yourself and things like that. But they're still learning, and yeah, I don't know, man. I'm giving you like a very vague answer.
You are. So bottom line, I'm gonna ask you two questions. First off, just the technology aspect. Do you like the technology aspect?
I don't like the watches. I think that's a little weird. The catchers, like, I think that's all right. That's fine. Like, maybe, I mean, dude, these games are freaking packed. You got people yelling, you got kids screaming stupid shit at you. Why not have your coach,
the Fullerton guy, going crazy?
Oh yeah. You got, why not have someone, hey, chill, relax, calm down. You got this. Hey, look, check, whatever. I think the catcher is fine, but the watch thing, I think it's a bit overboard. I mean, what if, I don't know, it just I don't like that. But yeah,
so tech, not a fan.
Not a fan for specific pitchers. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
Okay, and are you a fan of coaches calling pitches?
I used to be like, hey, let the pitchers think for themselves, but I mean, the game is moving so fast. You have to think about what pitch to throw. You have to deal with your own fucking mental psyche. You have to deal with the fans fucking chirping at you. You have to deal with all of your teammates. Hey, you got this. Nobody better. Nobody better. You're dealing with all of this. And yeah, I mean, if you're Roy Halladay, I'm pretty sure the dude fucking could, ice in his veins could just deal with it, right? But that's not all pitchers. So I think I would say 95% of myself now is like, hey, let the coaches, make some calls, right? Especially if, you see it, right? The pitcher is fucking just, he's tanked, right? He's insecure. He doesn't know what's working, right? His changeup is diving in the dirt. His fastball is flying up, right? His curveball is missing. Let the coach identify that. Let them call it for you. That way you don't have to worry about, oh shit, my changeup's not working. Let me throw my fastball. Oh shit, now my fastball's not working. Let me throw my curveball. Hey, you know what? Coach believes that my curveball is going to work. I'm gonna fucking throw it now. Like that. That's one of those things where I'm at now. So it's taking some time, but yeah, I feel like it does benefit a lot when the coaches call it. Here and there. I'm not saying 100%, bro. Like let's mix it up, right?
Yeah.
That's how we create baseball minds. That's how we create that. So
that's what I'm going to lean towards. So I'm going to disagree with you, per usual.
Yeah.
Technology, I'm cool with. I actually kind of like it. I'm
like
open
the Vandy
to it.
thing.
I'm open to it. Well, I mean,
throw a strike.
No.
I'm joking.
Did you see the video? I mean, there's a video trending on TikTok where Vandy pitcher got a signal and it said top of lineup is back, baby. And then he fucking struck out. Dude,
crazy.
I'm all for that. If you haven't seen the video, go to top of lineup's TikTok. It's pretty good. It's viral. It's like, I think last time I checked, 90 million views on it. So no, I kid, but I'm open to it. It's not that I like it. It's just I'm open to it. I'm okay with it. The Red Sox did it first and didn't end too well. Just saying.
Yeah.
That's not my issue. And apparently they're using it to speed up the game, but I didn't feel like it. That fucking Stanford Fullerton game was
dude, that was long.
That was a long game.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like it sped up the game at all. However,
the thing is, it's like, this is where the wristband thing kind of irritated me. Like, all right, look at your fucking wristband. Now you got it. Okay. Whatever, yellow, red, 9 or 2, 1, you're looking at, okay, let me go throw, right? Even though they have a count, like a time, a timer there, it just slows up the game,
Yeah. I didn't like that. No sign stealing. I'm cool with that. That's why I like this, is because it's going to limit the sign stealing. Yes, that's part of the game, but the game can change, right?
Yep.
So I'm okay with this. I know the old time baseball heads are going to say, well, sign stealing was blah blah.
Just get a nice little trash can, you'll be fine.
Yeah. Steal one of their watches. This is what I don't like, is the coaches calling the pitch. And I've never liked this, never been a fan of this. You talked about Austin Barnes looking, at his and at Major League Baseball, and I don't fucking know. I'm not a pitching coach. I'm not in the dugout. I'm not a major league catcher. But my understanding is that's mostly with runners on, and it's usually to call pickoffs or pitch outs.
He does have 2. So one is for pitches, and then the other one is for those plays.
Okay.
So it flips.
Okay. So and they call it in situations. It's more situational.
Yeah.
Usually runner on.
Yeah. And I'm for the situational,
I am too.
Yeah.
I'm cool with situational. I am not cool with 100%, which is what's going on in college. What we have to understand is, and I'm just speaking in general, not even just college baseball. What do we go to college for? We go to college to learn, to develop, to grow, to form opinions, right? Like, we're developing. What is the difference between college athletics and college studies? Nothing. They should be developing. They should be learning. And I really think this should happen at a younger age. My opinion, after 13 years old, catchers should be calling their own pitches. If you're going to be a catcher, like a full-time catcher, you should be calling your own pitches by 13 years old. Now, if you're just learning how to catch, sure, use the coach. But I'm talking about like full on, like I've been a catcher since I was 7. This is my thing. They need to call pitches. College baseball, and I love it, but I'm going to talk shit about it here for a second, has gotten to the point where it's a win first mentality. And we always want to win. That is the sport, right? You always want to win. Nobody wants to lose. But at the end of the day, what's most important of college baseball is developing and growing and getting them to the next level. And that doesn't always mean winning is going to get you there, right? We've seen, you see good players on shitty teams all the time. Mm-hmm. I don't have anyone off the top of my head for college baseball, but I'm sure there's been stars who have been on horrible college baseball teams. I don't know any off the top of my head. Don't try and get me one, but they're there, right? So it needs to be about developing. And I think right now college baseball is about winning more than it is developing. And
I see where you're coming from, but my thing is like, when you take an exam, right? Usually you get the answers that you got wrong, right? Mm-hmm. It's the same thing with pitching. Sometimes you have a little cheat sheet, right? Your coach, and you have that and things like that, and you'll throw it, but then you'll learn like, oh fuck, maybe my fastball, even though coach called my fastball, like it's not working. So maybe he's, hey coach, right now, like you called fastball there, and just from what I'm seeing with just how I'm throwing, it's not working. Like I don't feel comfortable throwing it. So you get to learn from that. And how do you learn if you don't necessarily have an answer to it? You could throw a fastball and think you're God's gift to think about kids, right? Young kids, 13-year-old kids throwing 80. All they're going to do is throw their fastball. And then one day someone's going to tank them and like, oh shit, well, I don't have a good fastball anymore, and that's not necessarily the case. So why not have a coach just give you some of the answers? So that's what I'm saying. It's like,
I get what you're saying.
I'm not saying like, hey, call every pitch like that. There
has to be a medium.
Yeah,
it needs to be situational.
It's the same thing with work, right? Hey, I need to hire 10 people. You think my boss is gonna be fucking give me 10 people to hire? No, I gotta I gotta do what I gotta do. But my boss is gonna give me some resources, maybe put me in the right way. So the same thing with pitching coaches. Like, hey, let's call a couple. Let's see how you're working. Let's see how you feel comfortable. Maybe the catcher starts catching on to things. Fuck, that was not a good pitch to call, coach, in his head, right? And then you game plan. Hey, coach, like let me take over. So I think you're right, though. I think where what we've seen so far is that it's complete control by the coaches, right? When we're calling the plays, calling the pitches, everything like that. Let the kids have fun, right? Hit home runs, things like that. Obviously, But we saw, right? Freaking at Stanford, coach called a bunt, right? Coach called a bunt 4 straight pitches.
Yeah,
we're gonna get that shit down,
with 2 strikes.
And it's like, why would you do that? But it worked, right?
It did.
It worked.
It did. He got on base. Right?
So what a great learning experience for the kid. Like, shit, I can bunt. Shit, a situation like this could work, right? And maybe that kid becomes a coach and he's in that same situation and now he can call it. So there has to be that. There has to be balance. That balance. So I see where you're getting at, though. Like, there's complete control. It's like, how do you learn? Like, there's kids these days, it's just like they have all the answers, right? Fucking go on the internet. How do you throw a curveball, right? How do you, any math test, you got the answers, right? That's just how it is. Even for us, right? I'm saying these kids, we're fucking in our 20s. We're doing the same shit, bro.
True.
The same thing. So yeah, there has to be some autonomy. I'm grateful that our coaches, for the most part, when we played, they gave us autonomy. Yeah, high school, right? You have your coach calling pitches, but you could call them off. Nah, I want this pitch.
And that's my question, because I never once saw them go like this, or like, nah, I'm not fucking throwing that pitch. Like I Do
Wait,
can they? Can they?
Maybe that's why Fullerton. Remember the coach? I mean, he was pulling,
Fucking pitchers left and
like
right.
five pitches and one. Guys, and we're not trying to disrespect Fullerton because we love Fullerton. Fullerton is a great program. The pitcher, it was 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, fucking pulled him.
And Park is at first, I think. I think Park's at first. And
Still
they
second.
pick off to first. And the runner advances. I'm not sure if did the guy score?
He got back to the bag. Remember, he got back to the bag on the.
Did they score the guy at third? Did the guy?
I don't think so.
No. Okay, yeah. So nothing happened, right? But the coach
There's
pulled
2
him.
outs.
2 outs, right? Coach pulled him. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and pulled him. And then they throw in this other pitcher, right? You got 2 strikes, no problem. He ends up walking
Fucking walks him.
So these are the things. It's like
doesn't look good.
You have to do that, So
does not look good.
So that's what kind of grinds our gears a bit. Like where's the autonomy? Yeah, they're having fun, but where's the autonomy? And that's a good opportunity for us to learn that, right? Maybe we're not seeing the full picture. Maybe
we don't know. Well, this is just outsider
It's
view.
just what we've seen. But that Fullerton game was eye-opening. The length of the game, the amount of changes, it was eye-opening. It was eye-opening for sure. So
yeah. Good experience. Go get some college baseball in you.
Yeah.
They're better live. Minor league pay. So this has been a big topic lately.
Yeah.
So there's an argument that minor leaguers should not be getting paid during spring training. Most minor leaguers make about 10 grand a year,
10, 15.
Which is less than minimum wage.
Yeah, and people were like, hey, well, he chose that.
He chose that route. There's internships, right?
There's non-paid internships. Like why, we'll for context, we had someone make a comment that why should minor league baseball players get paid during spring training when there's interns out there that work 40 to 60 hours and they don't get paid? And matter of fact, they don't get food, for their workings. Well, to answer your question, they're not necessarily under contract where they can't, necessarily work. They can't, they can get another job if they want to. They can go DoorDash in between, right? They can have another full-time job if they really want to go crazy. Minor league baseball players, while they are in season, while they are under contract, they cannot get paid by another company. They can't go work anywhere else. That's why you'll see them in the summer. They're working at Whole Foods, right? Because that's their opportunity, right? Or maybe they're giving instruction. But that's the only time when you're out of season, off season,
not summer.
Well, their season ends like during summer.
It depends on what.
I'm thinking like single A ball, things like that. But anyways, when they're in off season, they can go teach wherever they need to do, right? That's fine. That's for like maybe 3-4 months. And then, hey, time to come back. Time to get your nice little stipend, your $700 stipend for spring training. Make that work for freaking 2.5 months.
And now they're covering houses.
I can tell you right now that interns, if they really wanted to, work a second job and still get paid more than a minor leaguer during spring training.
Flipping burgers. We have to differentiate the sports world, the music industry, acting, the entertainment world from a 9-to-5 type job. It's just different. It's just different.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about it, right?
Yeah. And I'm not saying every single minor leaguer, like you're I don't want to say below average, because if they're in the minor leagues, they're obviously good.
Yeah, dude, you are a 23rd rounder and you're being sold the dream. Hey, you have the opportunity to become a Major League Baseball player. Well, every person is being told that. Nobody's ever say, hey, you're going to be a great minor league baseball player for your whole career. No, you're not being sold that. You're being sold, hey, you have a great opportunity to make it to the bigs. That's what you're being sold.
You work with this instructor, we'll get you where you need to. We'll get you in AA before you know it.
That's like me being told, hey, you have the opportunity to be CEO. You have the opportunity to go and be a vice president. You have that opportunity, right?
And we'll help you get there.
We'll help you get there.
I want to work for that job.
You just got to put in some work.
Right?
But it's not necessarily guaranteed, but you got it. You can do it. Same shit. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to be no VP.
Hey, you never know. But I get it. They choose it, right? They choose this lifestyle. And I'm not saying that they need to be.
You choose to not go work out, go eat. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, you go choose to watch a football game and not a baseball game. All right. And baseball game was much more fun. Well, that's on you. And I get it. That's on them. But it's like, dude, like that's their passion. That's what they want to do. Why not try to help them? Why not try to encourage them? I think the worst things that I hear, and I'm going on a little rant here. I apologize for taking this over, Juan.
No, you're good. Go for it.
The thing that gets me going is when people on TikTok and Instagram, right?
Old timers.
They will go, just even kids, right? They go on a minor leaguer's page and say, you're a nobody. You're not going to make it.
Oh,
right? You're not.
Yeah, yep.
That shit pisses me off because you know what? He is somebody to someone. So why are you going to shit on his dreams? Juan, you are somebody, right? You are somebody to your wife. You are somebody to your work. Don't ever fucking say, like, kids, whoever it is, adults,
right.
Don't you ever say or even tell anyone you're a nobody, because they are someone. They are somebody to someone. It may not be to you, and that's unfortunate for you, but that person has a family. That person has friends. That person has a job. They have kids looking up to them or friends looking up to them. So don't you go on their page and say, oh, fuck you. You're nobody. You're not going to make it. You're never going to make it. Well, you know what? He did. He did fucking make it. Whether it was making it to minor league baseball, whether it was graduating college, whether it was graduating high school, he fucking did it. She fucking did it. So I'm sorry, like, going on this rant, but like, I'm tired of seeing people just talking, like, looking down on people just based off of the level that they're at, right? You got dudes in Sunday League, right? Oh, they're nobodies. They're washed up. But there's people out there watching them. Like, people are excited to watch them play. They're somebody to someone. So just enough with it. Like that I'm tired of the baseball community shitting on each other because of where they're at in their lives and where they're at their levels. We're all in this together. Like, this is why, dude, this is why baseball's not where it's supposed to be, is because we keep on shitting on each other and bringing each other down. Like, it sucks. And yeah, you're going to hear us talk shit about the owners right now. Okay. but that's completely different. You know what?
And I'm going to jump in
looking down on us.
but we're willing to have an open conversation.
Hell
right?
Yeah.
You're still willing to have an open conversation about the internship or, whatever it might be. There's I'm not going to say who it is, but there is a content creator that we follow, that pretty big in the community. And, he's for the players. And I'm for what he's for. I totally agree with him. But a couple people were commenting and responding to him and saying, you know what? Part of this blame is on the players as well. The players need to, do X, Y, and Z. Mm-hmm. The guy was just given his opinion. Even though I disagreed with what the guy was saying as well, the content creator that I'm talking about was like, you're just a joke. Don't respond to me. Like, if this is what you have to think, don't even talk to me, don't mention me, blah blah blah. And I got a hair in my mouth.
We don't need that. Like, hey, if I don't agree with you, like, okay, hey, I don't agree with you. Hey, owners, I don't agree with you, okay? But I am not gonna hope to God that you're dead. I'm not gonna hope to God. I'm not. That's not that. And that's
I'm not better than you.
Yeah,
I'm not better than you
exactly.
Just because you disagree with me.
Exactly.
And you're not better than me because you disagree with me, right?
Exactly.
we just got to get together. Like, why can't we be like one?
Why can't the owners just like, obviously this is a business, but it's like, hey, why can't you just give a little, or
give a little,
just
have a conversation?
And this, we're just saying that, but it's like, at the end of the day, why can't we all, as a baseball community, just have some connection there? Because there's a
conversation
at every level. At every level, there's a disconnect. Disagree.
No, 100%. And I mean, it's like crazy. Originally we talked about it being fan bases, right? Like with you last year wearing Dodgers stuff, and like Giants fans like giving you such a hard time.
I got so much shit. Yeah.
But it's like, at the end of the day, it's about baseball, and that's all that matters. Like, there's nothing else to it.
Exactly.
But
exactly. Sorry, Juan. I had to go on a rant because I'm just seeing it time and time again. And it's just like, man, this dude or this dude or this girl could probably do a lot more in terms of impact if they didn't have so many haters and bringing them down and always just trying to find every little bad thing about them. Everyone's not perfect, bro. Okay, everyone is not perfect, and I think that real world. That's what makes baseball awesome. Is like, there's so many different types of baseball players and softball players out there. Shit, I play softball, adult softball. Don't shit on me. People will probably say, hey, like, oh, go play a different sport. Fucking why? I love playing baseball. I love softball. Like, it keeps me fit. You want me to fucking sit on my ass and not do anything?
I got hurt playing softball, so I'm retired.
But like, that's the other thing too, right? It's like, oh, you're just a Sunday leaguer. Oh, you just play softball. Oh, you just do this, you just do that. Hey, dude, I'm staying active. I'm doing something I fucking love. Like, why don't you appreciate that? Why don't you acknowledge that? And just to just clarify, I have not received any malicious like words or anything like that. I mean, we're really embedded to like just following other TikTokers and Instagrammers, and we see it. Like, it's like, wow, like, why?
It's very apparent.
Yeah.
They don't hide it. It's not private. It's just like, it's there every time I go on to any of our social media outlets. And this is just social media in general, right? But there's just hatred going between these. At the end of the day, we're one community, and I don't know.
But we digress.
I'm glad you brought it up. No, I'm glad you brought it up, because I've seen posts, and it's infuriating. Just have an open conversation. That's all.
Yeah.
Anyways, minor leaguers deserve to be paid. Don't give a fuck what you say.
Exactly.
Lockout. Today is. Whoa.
You're good. You're good. You're good. Today is, sorry. Hopefully you didn't stop that recording there.
Good. Nope, I didn't. Good. I almost did, but
you almost did. Yeah, I had to mute myself because I have my awesome dogs right here, freaking ready to bark. So
love that. Love that.
Yeah. So you keep on talking. You keep on talking. I'm gonna mute myself 1 second. Go ahead and tell them to watch the baseball. So give me a second.
That's it. Keep it going. Today is National College Baseball Day. The reason is because February 28th was the deadline that Major League Baseball put out and said, if we don't make an agreement by today, there will not be 162 games. Major League Baseball and the MLBPA met for 43 minutes or something like that earlier today. No agreement. I'm sure they're still in conversations right now, but folks, it is not looking like we're having 162 games this year. Neither party was willing to give in. And owners are definitely more to blame on this because they need to give in way more. However, I'm not going to fully dismiss players either. There needs to be.
This is where John Boy. You remember, this is where people were giving John Boy shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go on.
There just needs to be give both ways. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying who's right or wrong. Although I am going to
get quoted now. We're going to get quoted now. No,
we are.
Fuck it, dude.
Yeah, no, but I am giving my opinion. Owners definitely need to give way more than what they're giving at this point. Like, they need to increase it by like 400%. MLB PA can up it just a little bit. That's all I'm saying. Not a lot, just a little bit. I am tired of hearing the billionaires versus millionaires conversation. What people need to understand, and Walker Buehler got roasted. I don't know if you saw his post.
Oh, he deleted it.
He deleted him. And yes, he did. And the reason he deleted him is because he was getting roasted. Walker Buehler has made a pretty penny now.
Yeah.
And well-deserved. Well-deserved. One of the best pitchers in all of baseball. But what we need to understand is Mike Trout's not going to make any more money.
Yeah.
These guys, Bryce Harper's not going to make any more money. This agreement's not doing anything for Bryce Harper, Mike Trout, Acuna, like these guys that are locked up. It's not making any difference to them. This is for the little guys, the little guy that's coming up, the 23rd rounder that we were just talking about, who might make it to the major leagues one day. It's for that guy. And the players are, these current major leaguers are putting all of these guys on their backs.
Yeah.
And to me, that's cool, because if I was, and not me, but if someone was the Mike Trout where they have $400 million in their backpack, fuck that next guy. I don't give a shit about that next guy.
Yeah.
I made my bag. It's your turn to make your bag, right? But yeah, what are your overall thoughts on the lottery, or Jesus?
I think lockout. I mean this is why you have your seasoned players going to those meetings, right? You have Scherzer, right, who's probably not going to get
paid anymore. It's been the face of it.
Scherzer, Garrett Cole, right? Jameson Taillon, he's been in the league for a while, right? These guys understand, right? They understand it's not for them, it's for the future, right? And this is why Juan Soto is not necessarily going to be there, because his contract depends on what happens next, right?
Correct.
So
correct.
I'm in the same way. Like, and people need to understand it's like, oh, you're looking at sports and things like that. But dude, like, this is a union. Like, they're supposed to be representing their players. They're supposed to be asking for, a lot. They're not supposed to be like, all right, you're right. Okay. All right. Owners, continue to fuck us over. Continue to, hold our players for this amount of years and not, not pay them. Right. Or continue to tank, continue to do all this. We're fine with it. No, like, there needs to be change. So, I feel like, 95, 98% needs to come from the owners. Yeah. Do the player association need to do some stuff? Yeah, for sure. Hey, I don't know who's walking out on who, right? But if it is the players association, like, why? Like, let's know why. If it is the owners walking out on the meetings, why? Like, let's understand that. I was telling one of my buddies, like, dude, it'd be kind of cool to have this as a documentary and just like see how those conversations were, like that'd be kind of
we'll never know. We'll never know. I'm very curious.
Are they just going in there? Are they buddy? And then they're just like, all right, time to put on our, I don't know, but it's unfortunate. I think the season's going to get delayed if you haven't mentioned that already.
I did.
Okay. Yeah. I was, chilling with the doggies, telling them to watch their baseball.
It's all good.
But there's definitely going to be a delay. I want to say like late May. I think maybe we'd see baseball potentially. Not too sure, but
I think we get a season this year, which is
we will get a season.
Beneficial.
We will get a season, but it's
how much?
Like I said, late May. They're not, like they said, they're not going to make up any games, right?
No.
So I don't know
who's in control here. Who do you think? Like,
the Players Association would like to think that they're in control, but the owners are. They're at the end of the day, they're the ones that are going to say, "Hey, I mean, what do they care?" Right? It's not like they're going to all the games to watch, right? Yeah, it's an investment, right? And yeah, they are. They're paying, the all the broadcast companies, all the TV companies, they're paying them money to televise games and things like that. But I mean, are they, like, at the end of the day, they're in control of that? They're going to.
How much money are they relatively losing, though? They're losing a lot of money.
I mean, they're losing a lot of money.
To you and me, that looks like a lot of money. But to them, how much? I mean, these guys are billionaires.
I mean,
how much money?
do you think, I mean, if they were losing a shit ton of money, do you really think that they would like, all right, like, let's give in?
Exactly.
Like, come
Exactly.
on.
I think they would if it was a
I
lot of
think they
money.
would give in. Yeah, exactly. And
So
imagine this.
if I told you
Oh, sorry.
next week, if I tell you next week, you know, you have a really bad headache today.
Yeah.
And you know what? Take the rest of this week off. I'm just going to pay you 10 pennies less than I normally pay you.
Mm-hmm.
Take today off, take the rest of the week off, just get some rest. Would you do it? You're going to lose 10 pennies.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Fuck yeah. You're
Yeah,
free week
yeah.
for 10 pennies. Like, I'm not going to miss 10 pennies. That's the equivalent. And I'm exaggerating a little bit, but
yeah,
that's the equivalent. Like, they're losing something so little to them. They're
like,
losing money, like not much.
People resign, right, over shit like this. People, I mean, they're paying the brightest minds in the world to collect all the data, put in all the numbers to say, hey, this is our floor, this is our ceiling, this is our contingency plan. If we hit this number, we need to fucking make a deal, right? And they're not too worried. And I mean, like I said at the beginning of this conversation, a lot, not all of them. And I'm gonna try to rephrase this. There are owners who are in this for the investment and not necessarily they were like a diehard fan, right? The Reds owner has been a long time Reds fan for the longest time. And what an opportunity would it be for him, right? To
shout out to the Reds.
And yeah, and it's crazy, right? And if you look at the richest owners to the least richest owners, which is still rich, he's in, I think, like bottom 30, bro. Like he's not up there.
It's interesting.
Look into that. But I was looking into, I was like, okay, how are these guys tied to baseball? Like how is this not affecting them? And they could care less from what we see at this point in time. It could be, right. Players Association is asking for a lot. I mean, they're throwing out numbers, right? We don't know. They're throwing out numbers, right? Assumptions and things like that. But we 100% don't. We don't know. We're not in those meetings. We don't know how those are going. So
here's the other thing is they might lose money this year.
Yeah,
which is fine. But I guarantee you next year they'll be just fine, right? Dude, like they might have to suck it up for 1 year, but next year, oh, trust me, they'll be fine. When there's 162 next year, last year doesn't matter.
2020, they lost a lot of money, right?
They're still fine. They still fucking own the team, right? How many companies in 2020 shut down because they couldn't afford it, right? Yep. Like mom and pop shops, you know, like little coffee shops, little delis, like they're gone.
Yeah.
But these guys still own teams.
I'm going to say something that you're not probably going to like. We might have to edit this out, but probably not. 2020, right? The season was shortened because of a virus, right? It's the same thing this year, but the virus is more symbolic and it's the owners.
Go ahead and edit that out, Jim.
It's
just kidding. No, you're right. You're dead on.
It's greed. It is the I am in charge syndrome, and you guys are just the workers, and what I say goes. And I hate to say it, you know, obviously because a lot of people lost their lives in 2020, but this is a symbolic quote unquote virus to Major League Baseball because now the season is shortened again. And why? It's because greed.
2 times in 3 years, Rob Manfred became the MLB commissioner because he was really good at avoiding lockouts. Don't know if you guys know this, but that's what he used to do. He used to write these CBA agreements. That was his job with Bud Selig when Bud Selig was the commissioner, and he prevented these lockouts. I believe so.
Yeah.
So what he did so well back then, he's not doing well now. And twice in 3 years have we had shortened seasons. And I get it. 2020, COVID, I get all that. But not many other leagues had shortened seasons. The NFL fucking played just fine, right? There was a way to do it. it came down to this greed.
Yeah.
Came down to the ownership. It's just sad.
And this is the other thing too. Yeah, Rob Manfred is the scapegoat, right? He's gonna be the one to blame. But the owners pay him, right? The owners chose him. The only way he's gonna get, is gonna step out is if he resigns or the owners like, hey, fuck you, you're not representing us.
Mm-hmm.
The guy, yeah, he's supposed to enforce, quote unquote, the integrity of the game, but there's only so much this fucking guy can do without the owners, right? So I know we put a lot of hate on him, and don't get me wrong, he does not do the best of jobs, but understand
it's not all on him.
It's not all on him, and it's not all on the players, and it's just take it as it is. And some people might hate us for it because a lot of people, right, all have all that propaganda, or not propaganda because it's true. They the clown, Rob Manfred's a clown, and he sucks, he's the worst commissioner, blah blah. I mean, who's paying him? Look at who's paying him. If I'm doing a shitty job, right, at my job, well, fuck, who the fuck hired this guy?
Mm-hmm.
Man, let's talk to that guy and ask him why they hired him.
Who cuts his paycheck?
Oh, what
is this?
What?
Just kidding. This
why?
Is a fake tweet.
Oh, why you gotta do something? I was excited, dude.
Oh, I thought we had a live update.
There seems to be momentum now. Nothing done. Oh, thanks, John Heyman. How does it?
John Heyman. I won't.
I know. I get it. He's trying.
I got really excited because not excited, but I thought it was breaking news, and it said MLB and MLBPA have canceled the 2022 season. But obviously, that was a fake fucking tweet. But they had me in the first half.
Yeah.
Quick passovers. Universal DH has been quote unquote agreed on. It's not official, but they have came to terms
that is going to
happen.
Yeah, it's been acknowledged. Yeah.
We're fans of this. Don't have much to say. Finally, we knew it was happening. Next topic.
Get my shit tanked and MLB the Show now.
Yeah, right. Expanded playoffs. I'm a fan of this.
They're still in I don't think the Players Association likes it, right? It was the owners wanted.
They're 14. So the players are using this to their advantage because they have the last say on this, and this hurts the owner's pocketbook. Just how true. MLB can hurt the player's pocketbook, this is the way that the players hurt the owner's pocketbook. I am actually a fan of this. More playoff teams, more excitement, builds the game a little bit more. Hopefully they agree on this. I'm okay with this. You?
Yeah, I mean, more teams in the playoffs. I'm all for that. I like we talked about it with Beanie Bro Sports, right? You get that drive to compete and
more excitement.
I'm interested if they're even having conversations about the tanking aspect. Obviously, there's so many things they have to talk about, but I
think the tanking thing is gonna be a floor minimum. I still think that we're gonna have one. You can't go below X amount of dollars. I hope it's 50 mil, dude. Teams getting away with 30 mil a year.
They were talking about 150. What? Wait, no, not 50. Not one. It's I think it is 50. Yeah, you're right. It's something around. It
should be 45, 50 at least, dude. Even the worst teams can pay that. Come on. Draft lottery. This one doesn't make too much of a difference for me. So
I mean, I get it, right? I get it, but
you can't suck for luck.
Yeah.
You suck for a bingo ball being pulled. Whatever.
Yeah.
I could care less about this one. I don't know when the last time the A's had a first round.
Speaking of the A's, I wonder where where Fisher's head's at.
That motherfucker is stingy. So he's probably the leader of this.
Don't give him a damn thing.
He's probably
pissed, right? They're about to try to get a new stadium. They're trying to set everything up, and it's what the fucking can't build the stadium. Don't have people going to the games. They're gonna have a floor. He's like, dude, what the, like.
The A's will have a new stadium. I will believe the A's have a new stadium when my ass is in that brand new seat. And until then, I won't.
It's
believe
not gonna be brand new, bro. They're gonna take all the seats from the Coliseum and put it in there to save money.
They're gonna call me back and ask if they could have that seat that I have. Hey, we're down a seat. God. Can we actually buy that back off of you?
Gosh.
We only got $10 because we traded everyone away.
That's
I'm sure we're missing more.
Yeah,
we don't know what happens behind closed doors, but
yeah, we don't.
These are the big ones.
Oh my God, do you imagine a documentary, right?
I would love to be a fly on that wall.
Hey, Ken Burns, where are you at?
I know, right?
We're
tired of your same documentary over and over.
Yeah,
let's get
we need you
one.
to create a documentary from 2020 to now, right? Like just how think about it, right? Baseball, the downfall of baseball, right? 2020, shortened season. It's tough, right? Where everyone's going through horrible times. 2021, that there it is, right? Baseball's back, baby. We're at full capacity. Hell yeah. Fucking Braves won. Oh yeah. Our agreement's done. So now we're not going to have baseball. So like, let's document that. Let's talk about the emotional roller coaster of our lives within baseball. That'd be nice.
This just popped into my mind. Yeah. How likely is it that the Dodgers win the World Series if there's a season this year?
I've seen that because of the shortened season thing.
Yeah.
I don't think so, bro. They've lost too many pieces. I don't see that happening.
Shortened season. Who wins the World Series right now? Go.
Ooh, I'm going Blue Jays, bro. Going Blue Jays. They have that momentum. They have that momentum for sure.
Your San Francisco Giants.
They're gonna make playoffs. They'll make playoffs for sure.
They might fuck around and win the West again.
I mean, when all said and done, they might go ahead and get one of them big boys,
Yeah, there's still a lot of big dogs on the fucking table.
Let's not forget there's still some free agents, right?
Chris Bryant, Clayton Kershaw,
Correa.
Oh yeah, fucking forgot about that one. The lefty from the White Sox, Rodon. There's guys out there. And trades. Don't even sleep on the trades. You can get some stars out
Olsen.
there.
Don't worry about Olsen, Chappie. They might be gone soon. So who knows?
Mania, Bassett.
Oh, Fisher's having a horrible year. He's like,
fuck, I could have cut so much money.
He's like, dude, nobody's going to the games. We're overcharging. We just promised a new stadium. Now we have a floor. Now I got to spend all this money. Now I got to trade all these guys. Now I'm not getting anything back. Like, oh my God.
Fuck, I'm just getting fucked everywhere. Oh my gosh.
And where are you at overall in revenue after everything? About 50 billion. That's not
give or take. Give or take.
Oh my gosh.
Overall, the lockout sucks. But
yes.
You know what? This is going to be a bold statement. It sucks. It does. And I wish it was done and over with, but it hasn't affected me as much as I thought it would have.
No, dude,
I'm enjoying college baseball fucking much right now.
I'm the same way. Yeah. It's a bummer, but it's like, hey, I'm still watching college baseball. I can go to my local high school and watch baseball there. I'm playing Sunday baseball. I play, adult softball. Like, I'm doing things that are still around the game, and I'm fucking enjoying. I'm having so time
much baseball right now. Like, exactly. I don't know. In February, I don't know how much baseball I get normally during this week.
Exactly.
Other than reading tweets about like how so and so's doing in a bullpen or something like that. Like I'm getting a lot of baseball in me right now.
Yeah.
Exactly. With there being no Major League Baseball, so I'm okay. Now, come April. Ask me again. It might be a fucking different story, but for now, I'm golden.
April minor league baseball opening day.
Yeah.
Got there. The KBO league, same thing in April. Okay, we might
start back up on the KBO fucking kick,
dude. There's just so much baseball. Even just the independent baseball that's starting soon. There's just a lot of baseball. I feel like we might be it's almost an obligation. We should kind of bring a little bit more awareness around games. I'm not sure how we're going to do it because our reach is pretty wide. I would say a majority of our fan base is in California, although we do have it dispersed. I feel like we should kind of like, hey, there's this game going on or something, or just like for a month, like a monthly, newsletter or something. Hey, this is going to be going on or something. Just to bring awareness, watch some baseball. Minor league baseball is literally, the games are for the fans.
They're fun.
You're not necessarily going for the players because they could literally go get called up the next day. You're going for the entertainment and the enjoyment of just what they have for you, the food, everything, right?
The cool jerseys.
Yeah, exactly. Everything. So look into that, because we have some awesome Bay Area teams. They do some cool stuff. The Giants,
cool
the
nights.
Ports, they do awesome stuff. So the Nuts, they do awesome stuff. So look into that. Hopefully we'll brainstorm on that. But yeah, get some baseball in you. Go to your local high school. Go watch some college. If you don't know a college, just look up baseball colleges in my area and see what pulls up.
ESPN right? Plus will take care of you.
Yeah, that too. Oh, we're posting this tomorrow or the next day, but for MLB.TV, the subscription.
They announced it.
They announced they're not going to charge, so you don't necessarily have to cancel. I still might cancel, dude. I don't know. It's like, why wait? It's I'll go pay I'll go pay again. Whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, get some baseball in you. Enjoy it. If you guys are looking for just college baseball in general, like specifically Division I baseball, there is a Twitter account. It's called College Baseball Game Day. They will literally post every day all of the games that are being played, and if they are being televised, they go over probables, who's pitching. Like, that's a really good account to follow if you want to watch baseball. We're following it. So yeah, College Baseball Game Day, they do a great job on Twitter, just literally every freaking day, going through all the game times, everything. It's pretty cool. So
there's so much college baseball content. You could find it. If you're looking for it, it's there.
Yeah. We're not like Juan said, we're not too worried about the content. Although we're not posting like crazy, like we have full-time jobs, it can be a bit overwhelming trying to post as much as we can.
We try and get as much out there as we can.
We try. If this was where a full-time job like this, I mean, you'd probably be annoyed by us with the amount of shit that we can post.
True.
But yeah, we're not having any issues because we're not just focused on Major League Baseball anymore. So obviously that is going to be a focus, but it's not a priority at this point in time. So
we're enjoying the college ball.
Yeah.
Do we have any shout outs?
Yeah, I mean, Sid Lacey for a nice, good old shirt. I have yours at the house. Lacey nice. Baseball.
Can't wait.
Thank you for the awesome shirt. Feels great. If you are all in the Central Valley and you're looking for instruction, whether it's pitching, hitting, fielding, anything like that, Sid Lacey is your guy. Hit him up. Hit us up. Maybe we could do like a nice little referral program, something like that. But he's an awesome dude. Great mind. Definitely someone to look into. But yeah, that's one of my shout outs. I did have another one. We recently posted it. I want to say like a week or so. But there's an account. It's called Baseball for All, and they are they're gonna be hosting the first ever women's baseball club. So all the colleges.
I saw that.
Yeah, the first ever like tournament, which is pretty cool. Down in SoCal, actually this coming month, which is pretty awesome. So
I'm going in a couple weeks.
I mean, I messaged them if they were gonna like allow like just spectators to go, or is it just like family or whatever. But it'd be kind of cool to watch something like that. But Baseball for All, they're doing awesome things, really just trying to spread awareness and bring equality just around baseball. Baseball is not just for boys and men, right? It's for everyone. So they're doing a great job in pursuing that and pushing that. So Yeah, I just wanted to give that account a shout out, and a shout out to all the colleges too, like just pushing for that. I mean, to have an all women baseball club, like that's fucking awesome, you know?
Definitely.
So yeah, just wanted to give them a shout out there.
Mine is going to be for Mr. Max Scherzer.
Oh yeah.
Poor guy has been recorded getting out of his car, dropping his phone. But, you know, the other day after the meetings, like he stopped and signed some autographs for some fans that were out there. You know, he cares a lot about those young guys coming up.
Yeah.
And like I said, he's pretty much the face of the MLBPA, the public face, right? I'm sure those meetings are frustrating, but taking that time to go interact with fans, and Marcus Simeon, I had seen, did the same. Like just being able to do that after those frustrating meetings shows like they still care, right? You easily could have just been pissed off and just went home and called it, but they care. Yeah. I don't know who else. Obviously
there's just obviously our fan base for just
sticking with us,
feedback and things like that,
allowing us to explore different avenues.
Yeah.
College baseball.
Appreciate that for sure. Also, I mean, we've interviewed some awesome people this year, and it's barely February or it's gonna be March, but we have like 4 or 5 other
more
lined up. Can't give you specific dates, but we have some cool people gonna be coming on, and I'm not sure if you saw that message, Juan, but Sunday League Podcast looking to us get on their podcast and talk, so that'd be pretty fun.
Yeah,
I think they're gonna have a fantasy baseball league that we're finally invited to, which is cool. So yeah, so actually shout out to Sunday podcast too. Sunday League Podcast,
always interacting with us,
dude. Always appreciate the feedback, and just being cool dudes, you know. So yeah, I think that's about it. I mean, I'm not sure when we're gonna do the next like one-on-one one, but just me and you. I mean, we might do it again depending on the availability, but
we're kind of shooting like once a month on these. Like we're fucking booked with these interviews.
Yeah, and not to toot our own horn, it's just like this one thing, kids, or and I'm flipping a calendar here, but this is one thing, like adults, whoever, you know, it is and this is a life lesson. It's a great skill to build bridges, right? And make connections, because you just never know where that person is gonna go in their journey, right? Last thing you want to do is burn bridges, right? You don't want to burn any bridges unless you really have to. It's very toxic, things like that. But I think we have found our success in just connecting with people and being transparent and being authentic. It's given us a lot. Being ourselves, it's given us a lot of opportunity to really just have great conversations, right? With college coaches and content creators, professional baseball players. I mean, Nelson Figueroa, right? Like I met him when I was 13 or whatever, 15. And it's like, hey, I still remember you. I had a conversation. Here's the picture. Like that's cool, right? So adults, young adults, whoever, work on making those connections, because it will take you along the way, and it'll help you succeed. Maybe you're not going to be the next Mark Zuckerberg or freaking Jeff Bezos, but you'll be somebody to someone, and they'll look up to you and they're like, wow, like this dude knows some people. Like Sid Lacey clearly told us, hey, if you see a dude at your local high school that's legit, I will personally go out there and watch them play. Like, talk about having connections that top of the lineup could say, hey, we see this kid. I'm going to give my college coach buddy a call and say, hey, you should go take a look at this kid. That's the power of connecting.
Love that. This episode of Soto's Wisdom was brought to you by
Sid Lacey baseball. No.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, you hit it right on the nail. And you know, for us to just be able to explore these avenues and grow and develop in different ways has been fun.
Ooh,
so
one more shout out. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Lucas Urseg. There was an article.
Oh,
written
yes,
about him.
yes.
Yeah. So I play baseball with him. We played on the same team a couple times for tournament baseball, but for the most part faced him. And if you guys don't know him, he's second round draft pick for the Brewers, played for Cal baseball, really a really great player. Like I said, you see people, you just know, right? You just know that they're going to make it. And he got drafted, right? Was drafted as a infielder, was a third baseman, and then transitioned to a two-way player, and now he's a full-time pitcher. But the reason why we're shouting him out is because he was open and honest about his depression and alcoholism during 2020, and even before that, right? He had a really really bad issue even through college, and there's an article out there just him talking about it, right? About his past and just all the things that he had to overcome, and the fact that he was just open about it, right? I'll be honest with you, I shed some tears because one, I know the guy, right? But also two, like there's people in the baseball community that are going through the same things, and they don't necessarily have that strength or that support system to say, hey, I am struggling, right? You look at Tyler Skaggs, right? Had a really
even touch on that.
Yeah. Had a drug addiction at the end of the day, right? And specifically, like, not necessarily, what was it? It was opioids, right? It was opioids, yeah. Had an issue, and that was kind of thrown under the rug. I mean, the dude was struggling and just it wasn't acknowledged, and he lost his life, unfortunately. And there's other players, we come to find out, Matt Harvey is another one struggling, and we had no idea, right? The Dark Knight, everyone's like, yeah, the fucking Dark Knight. And there's a lot of people out there that they don't speak out because one, it's frowned upon, right? It's a stigma. It's like, you're going through it, like, why? You make all this money, why are you going through all these issues?
You're a major leaguer.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll trade lives any day, blah blah
exactly
blah.
All that stuff. But like for them to come out like that, it's inspiring, and if you are a high school baseball player, a travel ball player, college player, professional player, if you're going through it, my advice or top lives advice is really, try to seek some help or try to seek out that foundation to support you. All you need is that one person to say, hey, I believe in you. Hey, I'm here for you, to support you and give you that feedback. That's all you need. So Lucas,
we believe in you.
Yeah, we believe in you. Lucas Urseg, shout out to you, man. Again, just truly inspired a lot of people out there.
100%. And the baseball community has been opening up in this way, in the mental health and professional athletes in general. So
yeah,
shout out to all of them, really. But this portion of Soto's Words of Wisdom was brought to you by Lacey Baseball.
Yeah.
Brought me back to like Words of Wisdom on Logan Live, right? Like, make it a great day.
Good day or not. The choice is yours.
Yeah. That's a great way to end.
Well, I just fucking failed my math test, so I guess that wasn't up to me.
I guess not exactly. Exactly. With that, top of the lineup is out, baby.
Deuces.